Hello, hello.
What's going on, Michelle?
Nothing much, nothing much. Trying to get over this cough. I did get me some orange juice now so that I can get my liquids in. And it's not a mimosa, it's straight up orange juice.
Don't spill the orange juice.
Okay, because I
We
definitely
can
did.
spill the tea, but not the orange juice.
Okay, that's what we're about to get into, spilling this tea and talking married to medicine, talking that stuff. So this episode, like, you know how they start with different things. They start with Dr. Heavenly, with doing somebody's teeth or whatever. Oh, and I forgot to mention. Remember, I think it was last week I had mentioned like Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie. They don't have the best reviews. Now Dr. Heavenly has really good reviews online. Yeah, if you go see her. But in case, they show Sweet Tea doing TikToks. Her and Ashley need to give it up. Just let it go. They cannot do TikToks. Oh my gosh. So Dr. Jackie, she's taking care of the brat. So they keep showing them. I'm trying to figure out why they keep, because every time we go in there, the brat, they doing a checkup, the brat trying to order some food. And
she's so funny. I need her on Married to Medicine. She is too funny. Her and her wife. Yes.
Okay,
she and her wife.
It's a show on Dish Nation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a show, and I don't know what station it is, but I have YouTube TV and I start recording it. So I don't watch it every day, but ever so often I watch it because it's kind of funny. Like they just kind of talk stuff. So
two of them?
No, it's her. Shoot, I don't know the people. Oh, so like one of the guys, crack. So like he from don't get me to make these names up. But shoot, I feel like he was on the Breakfast Club. Tamar is there sometimes.
Oh.
I don't know, it's like 5 or 6 people.
Okay.
Gary with the T is there. I don't know, it's a bunch of people, but
this sounds interesting. Just by the names alone. Like,
they talking about the latest tea and just kikiing or whatever. But she's on there she's consistently on there.
Okay.
But anyway,
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I did notice when they were flashing back, Black women, we can look different in every scene because her wife looked like 3 different women. From scene to scene, a good wig, eyelash, or whatever, she looked totally different. Like, because I was like, oh, her wife must not have come this
I thought it was an assistant. I did. I ain't gonna lie.
I was like, oh, same lady, I guess. But anyway, she did discuss something that like, and they keep pumping it, but that whole mortality thing for Black women, and they did a study in Wisconsin too. But basically, it's not. You can be any type of socioeconomic. You could be, poor, rich, come from a great home, come from a crazy. It's all the same. And somebody said it's really the stress of being a Black woman that is affecting the rate. But in any case,
well, before you move on, Harmon is with us yet again.
Hey, welcome back. So, Dr. Eugene and Toya, he's cooking. And she's complaining about they're not doing anything romantic. They're doing the same old thing over and over again. Now, I noticed that he was cooking, has worked 12 hours. Now, I'm all for, if he gonna cook, I'm gonna eat it. Like, I ain't gonna complain. But I know she mentioned, like, she taking care of the kids, too, which is a full-time job, too. And she does have her tennis, and she has her wine club thing. So she is doing something too. But I feel like the doctor stuff, like when her kids were little, yes. But the kids are in school all day. Yes, you do have to help them with homework. Yes, you do have to get them to school. But the 8 hours they're in school, I don't know. I just feel like Eugene, in this marriage, Eugene does more than Toya. What you think?
I've got nothing to say.
Okay.
Anyway, I mean, I do, but I'm not.
Okay. So we ain't talking that stuff. Is that what you telling me?
Okay. Since you peer pressure me.
Okay.
Toya better go sit her ass down and drink her wine because it does not compare. Your boy is working 12, 20, 24-hour shifts. No.
And he's in the ER. Like, to me,
That's high stress.
Yes, to me, if he was like Doctor, I mean, not to downplay, but I'm just saying, if he's like in an office,
Office, yeah.
it's not as stressful. Even if he's like a rounding doctor, going from room to room, popping in. That's not. See, he agrees. He said he does. But yeah, and then Toya, like we don't really see her doing too much. Like, but drinking her wine, like hanging out with her friends, playing tennis. She does have the wine club, so she does have something. But I mean, I feel like
all of that is
haven't
fun.
researched
All except for the kids. All of that is fun.
Yeah. And her kids might be fun too. Like they're older now, so I don't know. But so anyway, she was going off on him, and I was like, Tori, you've been holding that in because all the time in Napa, she had to be nice.
Okay,
so she's
I have a question, and and
okay.
I hate to throw it, but we're talking about a whole lot of women, and so like I have to ask you questions, and
Mhm.
so I guess my question is, as a woman, do you feel that that from time to time that you will take your husband out on a date, you will treat your husband? That's just a question that I have.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? In my relationships, it's like, oh shit, I ain't done nothing in a couple weeks.
Mhm.
Let me get this together. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, I feel like mostly it's my husband that will take me out on dates. Like sometimes, but it's very rare that I'm like, okay, let me take you out on a date. And I do think it's kind of like, in general, I will say, I feel like women do more in general.
And so
In general.
therefore the onus is on the man to take the woman out.
Not necessarily the onus. I feel like it's okay. Like if I felt like, or if I was that kind of person that was like, let me take you out. Because I don't think he probably, yeah, he would appreciate it. He would appreciate it. Like, yeah. But so maybe I will. Maybe I will do something. Because I think we did talk about like each getting like, maybe twice a month you get a day and I get a day and we just do something random, like I plan the day or whatever. We haven't done that yet, but maybe that should put that on our goals for the year. But I will say in general, especially if the woman has like little kids and
Yeah,
the
it's a
husband's
little
just
difficult. Yeah.
yeah, if he's working 9 to 5 and the lady doesn't have a nanny or anything, and she's washing clothes, she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's doing all of that, then I do think the woman does more. Toya in this case does not, because I'm pretty sure they have somebody cleaning the house and doing the,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so he basically is saying that he's gonna step his game up, so they won't have home dates anymore. Now, do you consider like what he did? Like, okay, I cooked dinner, we're at home spending time together, the kid's not here. Is that a date?
No.
What would can you have a date at home?
Yes.
You can't. Okay. I do agree. That was just dinner, but you can't have a date at home. But it has to be like, it has to be a date.
Mm-hmm.
But he is. I mean, I will say Eugene is cheap, so he probably was just like, this is a great date. But he is. But I mean, he will pay for stuff. But he's frugal. I shouldn't say cheap.
I will tell you what. I've already said it. I've not watched every season of Married to Medicine,
Mhm.
but every episode, I mean, like, oh man, I gotta go back and I gotta watch these episodes because I feel like I've missed the prime years of Married to Medicine. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, because Toya been a hot mess. I mean, her consistent thing has been Eugene basically spending money, because it was like, I don't know if that was season 1 or 2. Like they lost like $50,000 trying to get this house, and it's almost like Toya. I don't know if she grew up poor. I can't remember. What do you say? Remember, Toya has them in. But
Emphasis on poor, huh?
because he worked his butt off to like pay off. They owed, I forgot, almost $200,000 worth of taxes. I mean, it was like crazy. They've been through some stuff. So yeah. But anyway, Simone and Cecil, they have this investment property home that they bought for their kids. I can't remember, but they're staying there free, right? The kids not paying
The
rent.
kids, yeah, no, they pay absolutely nothing.
Yeah. So
one of them has 1 year without
and
having to pay anything. The other one has 2 years.
okay, so because I remember that, but I didn't know if that was for that place in particular or for her house. But in case, they have this really nice condo that it must be a nice, because they said it's down the street or not too far from where they went to school, and I believe they went to Spelman and Morehouse, and so that's downtown Atlanta, right? Where the apartment, so that's like prime
Real
place,
estate,
and yeah, and so she's happy that they're out. I'm sure they're happy that they're out, and Cecil was like, "I'm coming over." She was like, "Can we just pop over?" He was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I'll pop over and check on him." He's like, "I'm coming to kick it." So Simone probably gonna be at home alone quite a bit. She had left condoms everywhere. I was like,
Cecil going to play the games. Come on now. That's what he's trying to do. I'm gonna need Cecil to get in the gym because Cecil is too attractive to have a gut like me.
Oh Lord. You know what? I guess I never think of it's something super goofy about Cecil, so I never think of him as attractive.
And that's so sexy though.
Goofy?
You don't think? I think that's sexy.
Well, different strokes for different folks, but yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, she mentioned, what did she say? Now, do you keep stuff from exes? Because apparently Cecil had a teddy bear from an ex-girlfriend on his chest of drawers, and she was like, I don't forget.
So I keep pictures and I keep letters.
Okay.
And they're well hidden. No one has ever found them.
Okay. Now, I'm sure I have unintentionally
See? In harmony? Yeah, in harmony. Yeah.
I probably have unintentionally kept stuff, but I don't think I like kept something was like, oh, I gotta keep this or whatever. Yeah. But in any case, Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Daddy, they talk about Alara and they're getting emotional because she's leaving. I really think Dr. Damon is super sweet. Like he was on the verge of tears, thinking about his baby girl. Did you see, this is such random, but Heavenly posted a picture of her with no makeup on Twitter. Beautiful. I didn't even know who she was. Like, not that she's not naturally beautiful, but she looked like Alara. Like, I just kind of looked and I didn't even know it was Heavenly. And she was like, hair did, because her hair was done, but she had on zero makeup, no lashes, nothing. I was like,
so she looked better natural than she does made up?
I felt like she did. Yeah, okay. It's almost like but in any case, so they talk about her and they talk about her sister reaching out to her because it's something that her mom, like, was her mom's last wish or whatever. And so she said she's willing to go to counseling and, you know, trying to work it out. And Dr. Damon say they do sound alike, look like they're like twins. But he said he would fight to his last day. So it seems like that is going to be something they try to work on. I don't know if her sister's going to be willing to do it. We'll see. They haven't showed any teasers of that, so we'll see. But I did notice when they went to I think it was Barbados, and Dr. Damon went to look for his daddy.
Yeah.
I was like, that beard is doing something for Dr. Damon, because when he was barefaced, I don't know, it's doing something for him, because that beard is making him look better than he did.
Is the beard salt and pepper?
It is salt and pepper.
Ooh, something about a man with salt
like
and
pepper.
On it. Ooh, salt and pepper.
Okay, maybe that's what it is.
My grades ain't coming out fast enough. I want all of this salt and pepper.
See, and I'm dying over here, like dying here. But yeah. So in any case, so they mentioned that. So let me see. Oh, Dr. Alicia and Phaedra, they meet for lunch, and
that was an odd pairing. I wasn't expecting that at all.
And I don't know if I don't know. I guess they had to get her in because I think Heavenly brought her there. So, but in any case, they were all there, and they discussed Napa a little bit, and it was her first time being with the guy. I was thinking about how these beers, yes, they do. I was just like, okay, so this is random. Hopefully my cousin, hopefully she is watching, but I'm gonna just say it. But no, I'll just tell you offline. Because she is known to watch. So I'll tell you this offline. She knows what I'm talking about. But anyway, so they discuss Napa and all this kind of stuff. But they Phaedra said she felt like a weight was lifted when Quad left. And I was like, I didn't think Quad was bringing that much heaviness, but maybe she did. Like, I wasn't there to feel it. But she mentioned that she was hurt by Heavenly basically saying all the stuff she did about Phaedra, about her dating Dr. Greg. And I don't know if we talked about this, but she was asking him for $4,000 a month. And he was like, so that's why we can't date. You remember? I honestly feel like she did. So I think that was the truth. But anyway, they start talking about Reiki. Now, had you ever heard of that before? Okay, have you tried it? No? Okay, are you on mute? I can't. I can reach your lips though, but I can't hear you. I was trying to find this picture of Dr. Heavenly. Let me see. Well, in any case, while you're finding your sound and getting that together. Oh, I forgot you got a serious mic. Not yet. Uh-oh. But in any case, I'll tell my story about Reiki while you're getting your sound together.
Can you?
Yes, there we go. Okay. So you say you've heard it but never tried it.
Correct.
Okay. Now, I haven't either, I will say, but I have, I guess I consider her a friend. She said she got a Reiki massage one time, and the people were like breathing over her and doing all this kind of stuff. Yeah. And she said she was like deathly ill. Like after that, she was just like, what is going on? Something's going on. Why am I feeling so sick and all this kind of stuff? And so she had to I know her from church, so she had to pray all of that stuff away. So when they said Reiki and Dr. Heavenly was when they was all talking about, I love Jesus and all this kind of stuff, that's what made me, I thought of that story. Now, I will say I used to go to this, it's called, well, I won't say the name of it, but it was a massage school when I lived in Wisconsin. And it was like an Asian massage school. So you can get like a massage, like a 60-minute massage for like $30, but they're students. So they're learning and they're doing almost like getting their clinic hours. Mm-hmm. And I would get really good massages because I don't know, like they know the points and all that kind of stuff. But this one time, this girl was massaging me and she was like she was deep breathing and everything, and she'll stay, she'll be on she'll be on a part of my body and she'll be breathing. And so literally, I promise you, I was like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Oh, massage. I was like, oh my gosh. And so when we finished, she was like, oh my gosh, your energy was I wasn't verbally saying it. I was thinking this. And she said, your energy was crazy. It was all over the place. So it is something about energy or whatever. I don't know. She felt like I wasn't down with whatever breathing and stuff. Because I just remember that lady saying she was sick. And I was like, what will not happen up in here is me being flat on my back from this massage. So I thought about all that when she started talking about this Reiki stuff. But Phaedra has really gotten into it. Apparently, she got into it after her and Apollo got divorced, and she's been practicing for.
You heard her playing that flute?
Was it real or was it it seemed like she was hitting a couple of notes. It wasn't like Lizzo.
But I mean, I was just surprised. Let me tell you something about Phaedra. Phaedra has got to be a Taurus because every time you turn around, every season she's into a new business.
That's true, because she was doing that funeral home and she was doing it too.
I need to. It ain't stop. It ain't stop. I need to look. When I saw that this particular episode, I was like, you know what? I can make some money doing that.
No, what's October 26th? That's October Scorpio.
October 26th. Yeah, that's a Scorpio.
Okay. Because she is, well, yeah. So, but in any case, she said it gave her peace, it saved her life. And Dr. Alicia said she actually felt better. And yeah, so it seemed like it helped them.
She's just trying to stay on the show. I don't listen to nothing she say.
I'll do Reiki, whatever you need, girl. So
what she got in that mud, that stinky mud.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. No. You ever heard of I've heard of yoni stuff, but I never heard of yoni crystals that you put.
That was the first time I'd ever heard of that.
Me too. And I'm just like, you just sound like you just leave them up there and they release when they do I don't know. It just seemed, yeah, what Phaedra say. I can't believe that because Phaedra said I gotta watch what I put in my so yeah, I can't believe she recommended that. But anyway,
You can't believe nothing Phaedra say. You can't believe nothing Phaedra say.
that's true because Phaedra do be lying.
All the
Now, did you notice Sweet Tea? Now it's Sweet Tea's house. When they go to Dr. Greg's house, it says Sweet Tea's house now.
No,
Yeah, so now Sweet Tea's house. I guess it is.
Okay.
But anyway, she's
what
making
did this? What did it say before?
Before it, I think they even got shady one time, but it did say Dr. Greg's house. And I thought they did one where they said Quad's old house or something like that.
Oh,
it's now Sweet Tea's house.
Wait, Quad used to live in that same house?
Yeah, it's the same house.
Ooh.
Yes. So
now I don't know, like how would okay. Okay, so I wouldn't be upset about that, but my impression of women is I don't know if I want to stay in the same house that this other woman stayed in.
Or they do like a whole remodel where it looks nothing like it did when that person, like they want to put their own special touch on it. Because I mean, it is hard to like sell and rebuy and all that kind of stuff. And if it's paid for, especially, you definitely don't want to, just depending. But I think it's weird because we know that, they filmed in the house and everything. Like they got scenes in that house. And now you back doing scenes in the same house. The energy is in that house. So I don't know. It'll be kind of weird.
But in Harmon, what type of energy in Harmon? I need to know. Because I haven't seen these old episodes. What kind of energy we talking about? Michelle, what type of energy?
I mean, it just old Quad energy. Like they did not have
what kind of energy is that?
They did good initially. But it wasn't good for a while, for a minute. Because he wanted, it was clear he wanted children and Quad did not. That was to me their biggest thing. And apparently they had some domestic stuff going on as well. But I don't know if it was like I always sound like I'm for bad stuff, but you ever heard the Chris Rock joke about Rihanna and Chris Brown? And he says he got 2 daughters, and if one of his daughters was in the car with Chris Brown, he'd be like, where he at? I'm gonna get him. And then if the other daughter was in the car with Chris Brown, he'd be like, okay, what you say? What you do? Because he knows his 2 daughters. So I know they had a domestic event, and I don't know if it was one of those like what you do or So anyway, I don't condone any type of.
Based on my impressions of Quad.
What she do? What you say? Oh my gosh. Okay. So Sweet Tea has made a nice little spaghetti dinner. And they discuss her endometriosis. And wait a minute, we gotta be serious.
Spent $10 on that meal.
Right. Wait a minute.
Everybody trying to spend $500 on a meal. She spent 10.
Right, if that. But she started talking about how she's doing research on the endometriosis. I didn't realize there were stages. So she was saying like she's hoping she's not at an advanced stage where it's bad. Now I've heard people having, I don't know, I guess it's bad, but I didn't realize they were considered stages. But anyway,
what? There is something. I'm changing the subject, but since we're talking about Sweet Tea, I realized that Sweet Tea has a master's, or at least was working on a master's.
Did she say that?
Yeah, she did in this particular episode.
Toya said that. I don't remember Sweet Tea saying that.
I'm getting them. Okay, I'm getting them.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised by Toya too. But I don't remember Sweet Tea. I'm not saying she doesn't. I'm sure Arkansas has plenty. No, she actually. Let me quit because I keep coughing talking about her. Okay. But Dr. G did say he was frustrated because that he has to wait because he's getting up there and he was thinking like, hey, we're gonna have this baby real quick and there could be some holdouts or whatever.
He got 40 million. He fine. Yeah. He got 40 million.
Right. And then she said something like 20% of people won't conceive or something like that. That was new statistic. I didn't realize that, but hopefully they're not part of it. I do want them, to have a child because I know he's wanted one and she does too. She was in them DMs promising it, so hopefully she can fulfill her duties. So Dr. Eugene and Toya actually go on a date. So they're at this butcher shop, but it was a nice butcher shop, and they go to this. Wait a minute. And they go to this private room, and they have a chef that's making this wagyu steak or something, and nice personalized menu. And he talked about he used to be a planner, but he has been slacking off. So he really, was like, let me plan this date or whatever. So this guy is like cooking the food in front of them. They got the charcuterie board and everything going. It was really nice. And she said something like in the diary, she was just like, he tried, but did he succeed? I don't know. I thought it was a really, really nice date. And maybe it's not what she wanted, because she was like, you told me to dress up and this is where you taking me. I don't know. Did you think it was nice? I thought it was really nice.
I understood where she was coming from. I think the place was nice. I think what he attempted to do was nice. I think the fact that he left her to go learn how to cook made it all about him versus all about them.
Okay, I do get that. But it seemed like she was complaining before he got up to help.
Really? Oh, okay.
Because she came in and was just like, you told me to dress up, and we coming in the door. And we go into what she called a butcher shop. And he was like, it's a nice butcher shop. And she was like, well, they got wine on the walls. I guess it's nice. Like she was complaining from jump. And I feel like Toya is probably one of those that's hard to please. Like he's probably constantly, his whole relationship been trying to please her and one up. And she just is not going to be totally happy.
I ain't the one. I ain't trying to be pleased. Well, I am trying to be pleased, but I'm not looking for you to always please me, and I'm definitely not always trying to please you. If I do it because this is just what I do, then excellent. But
yeah. Now, okay, some people, it's just natural for them to go all out and do things. To me, it doesn't seem like it's okay. I will say, guys gonna give you their best initially anyway. Some of them are consistent with it, some of them fall off, or it's gonna be waves or whatever. But I guess apparently, like, she'll mention something when they were dating, and he would do, oh, let's go to this cherry blossom or something. Like, she'll just mention stuff. She buy flowers for herself now. I guess she likes flowers. So some of the stuff, like, you can listen and get hints and do little things, but it's something she's not happy about, and it's almost like she's not gonna ever be happy until he meets whatever need that I don't think he can meet. She gotta do something within herself.
It always just seems like what she wants, what she needs is always changing. You know what I'm saying? Like, she needed a house. You know what I'm saying? She needs him to pay. I'm not gonna say all of it. You know what? She was very understanding during COVID. COVID. So I guess what she's saying is, boom, we've had all this time. Yeah, I think she was, because she was complaining, but it wasn't like a constant thing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was like she mentioned it maybe once, maybe twice, and then boom, over, done. Because for that reunion, couldn't nobody talk about Eugene.
Yeah. But he ain't going nowhere because he love old crazy Toya. And but this is where we found out that when she first started telling the story about Ruth Chris, I thought that was how they met, because she was just like, because I thought she said something about, but anyway, she was a waitress at Ruth Chris, and he was having therefore I guess a party. He was a doctor, and she was serving him. She said probably the last time or only time she served him. So that's the thing. What if he wants to be served now? And you ain't doing that no more. It's almost like it's one-sided. But in any case, he said that that's not how they met. They were actually dating. And then, they ended up, she ended up being a waitress that night. But anyway, they still together. So, but she gave him a 7 out of 10 on this date. A C.
It's not bad.
No C's.
No C's?
I would say a B, because I feel like he put a lot of...
you felt it was a B.
Yeah, she gave
Okay.
Yeah, a 7 out of 10, a 70%. But I'm just like, oh gosh. But I mean, I guess it depends on what you like. I do feel like if it was a date for us to kind of be alone and talk and whatever, and you get up to cook, that could have been taken away from it. I do get that part. That's why he got some points taken away. But see, I wonder what's a date. We'll see. Anyway, we get to the Reiki event, and of course the ladies, are kind of talking about what it is or whatever. But she has this master shaman or whatever. I don't know if I don't know. Did you think the shaman was fine as they was talking about? I don't know if I was just like, did I miss it? I was like, I don't know. And I kept like, maybe I'm not appreciating him. I mean, I
maybe
think
he had muscles that we just couldn't see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe all the shaman gear was covering it up, but we couldn't.
Maybe he had a package and we just couldn't see it.
That could be it too. Okay, because they were all over him. I was just like, wait a minute.
I was surprised when Jackie was talking about him like that.
I did see. Did you send me this, or did I see something come up about Dr. Heavenly discusses what's I can't even think of the man's name. Dr. Jackie's husband.
I don't know his name.
Yeah, it'll come to me, but she discusses him. That must have just come up in my I didn't listen to it, but I just saw like a clickbait thing. But anyway, so the ladies arrive and they we're talking about, you gonna get here and fake it or be real or whatever. Dr. Heavenly giggling as she walked through the door.
What's a laugh? What's a laugh? I love a laugh. I love a laugh.
Oh my God. I was like, do they put extra volume on there? Because it's like it's the only thing going when she gets to laughing. But she talking about, we believe in the Lord Jesus Christ and medicine. I don't want those spirits on me. And when you open it up, can you close it back? So I was surprised when she volunteered to do the Reiki stuff. But they were even like, what did they tell the man? Can you do me? She was like, no, he can't do you. He gonna do me. I'm like, y'all doing the most. But Sweet Tea mentioned she had a palm reading. It wasn't Reiki. That sounded like just a palm reading. But the lady told her future and said she was gonna marry a man. It was gonna be some years later, but she was gonna marry him and he was gonna be well off because she liked him with money. I was like, okay, that happened. I don't know if the lady said anything about kids though. Hopefully, we'll see. But the shaman was an ordained minister, so that was interesting. I don't know what he was ordained in, but anyway, they do the Reiki stuff or whatever.
He said it was interdenominational.
Yeah, he did say interdenominational. I forgot that. So, yeah, have you ever done yoga or anything like that where you kind of like lay down and then did you fall asleep like Dr. Simone?
No, never. But I didn't do anything like that. Not when I did yoga. With yoga, I was moving my body, and it was hurting.
I was just like, how do people do this for fun? When I realized I do want to be able to do yoga because I feel like it's good to be able to stretch and stuff. But the downward dog is like the rest position, and it's hard for me.
I love the downward dog.
I'm done. Okay, back to the Reiki. But in the yoga, whatever the one it's different kinds, and so there is some where you're in like in a laying position, and it do people knocked out. So it just reminded me of Dr. Simone when she was knocked out. She was like, "Look." But anyway, Heavenly said she felt something warm and stuff, and then also what's her name? Somebody else said they felt their toes tingling or whatever. So I mean, I feel like it is something about it and the energy or whatever, because even Heavenly, when she did it by herself, it was kind of okay. It was a Netflix thing on, it was like a couple thing, and they would like put their hands over their bodies, like they didn't touch, but it was like an energy, and they would kind of hover their hands over. It was more like a sexual thing, but the ladies and I don't know if you ever, anyway, I watched it, and that's what Heavenly reminded me of when she was like, oh, I feel it. I was like, Heavenly, that is not gonna like you. He's not gonna like you at all. So she felt something, and they didn't seem like it was something in her heart that she needed to release. Wait a minute.
In Norman asked, "What's the name?"
On the show. I can't think of the name. I don't know. I have to see. But it was something on. I was like a couple thing on Netflix.
You
Let
look,
me
you
see if I can find it on
you
my
got
phone.
In Harm and All Hot.
I know he was like, I want to see that next. Oh my gosh! But anyway, I'll see if I can find it while I'm while I'm doing this. But anyway, but apparently it was something in her. I don't know if it was, but they were gathering that it was something in her heart that is needs to be released or something. So she kind of tied that to her sister. Um, and then the other ladies went outside, and so it does seem like the ladies have like a nice groove. Like nobody is hating each other. There's not like a lot of drama this season because
They gonna need to pick it up. They gonna need to
I
pick it
know
up.
they're like,
They need to bring quiet back.
what are y'all here for? What are y'all here for? But so I think it's sex, love, and goop. I think that's it.
Sex, love, and who?
Goop. I think this is it. I believe this is it.
How you spell goop?
GOOP. I don't know. I feel okay. Maybe this is not it. I don't know. I'm looking at the thing. That might be it, but it looks like it. Okay, maybe not. I might have to text it in the chat later if I can find it. But that little thing reminded me like that may be it, but I'll find it. Any case, but yeah, what's her name? Sweet Tea kind of shared her story with the ladies, and they were pretty supportive and stuff like that. And so she was feeling like she got a real group of friends there, and that she got a good thing going. So we'll see that, but they do need to step up the drama a little bit. But I did like this episode. Okay, it was. I'll give it probably a 6. I'll give it lower than Toya gave Eugene. But yeah, anything else? Any other thoughts on this?
Not right now. What's coming up in next week's episode?
You know what? I'm trying to see because I didn't write what they were coming up. Yeah, because I can't remember anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I usually write it down, but I didn't.
It's all good.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
yeah.
Closing.
Yes. Until next week, we'll be back next Wednesday with Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac. See ya.
See y'all.